The Ministry of Foreign Affairs in a statement said these actions constitute clear violations of the Argyle Agreement and the binding order issued by the International Court of Justice (ICJ). The Argyle Agreement, signed in the presence of regional and international interlocutors, explicitly commits both Guyana and Venezuela to avoid escalating conflicts or disagreements regarding the territorial controversy between the two nations. This includes refraining from actions that could increase tensions or alter the status quo in the disputed territory until its resolution is achieved under international law. Despite this commitment, President Nicolas Maduro announced on January 5, 2025, the intention to hold an election for a quote-unquote governor of the Guyana Essequibo, involving quote-unquote the people of Guyana Essequibo. This unilateral action flagrantly violates the Argyle Agreement, disregards the framework for peaceful coexistence, and significantly escalates tension between the two nations. The Essequibo region is sovereign Guyanese territory, and its residents are Guyanese nationals. Venezuela's attempt to conduct an election in this region involving Guyanese nationals would constitute a grave breach of international law, including the principles enshrined in the United Nations Charter. In its order of December 1, 2023, the ICJ directed Venezuela to refrain from taking any actions that would alter the situation in the disputed territory, which is currently administered by Guyana. Additionally, the ICJ emphasized that both nations must avoid actions that could exacerbate or prolong the dispute or make its resolution more challenging. President Maduro's call for an election to appoint a governor of quote-unquote Guyana Essequibo directly undermines this binding ICJ order. According to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, such actions jeopardize the judicial process and challenge the authority of the ICJ as the primary judicial organ of the United Nations. The government of Guyana since called on Venezuela to immediately cease all actions that violate the Argyle Agreement and the ICJ order. It urges Venezuela to recommit to international law and the principles of peaceful dispute resolution agreed upon in the Argyle Agreement. While Guyana remains open to constructive dialogue within agreed frameworks, the government has said it cannot and will not condone or accept any unilateral actions that threatens its sovereignty and territorial integrity. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has requested assurance from the government of Venezuela that it will honor its international obligations and refrain from any further actions that undermine the peaceful resolution of this long-standing territorial controversy. Tiana Cole reporting for the HGP Nightly News.